So do you have the number, sir? Because I'm stupid. That number that we're going to give out to people who want to advertise. Is that going to be a different number?
It's gonna be a Gmail account.
Okay, so you're gonna, okay, that's right. I'm going to cue you to say that. Okay. So let's give. We're going to have CKRT. Then we'll shoot a commercial. Then we'll come back and do the. And we'll talk about the casino a little bit first. A weekend. How was our weekend? A week. And how sick you are. You're going to tell how sick you are, Pete?
Testing. Okay. Check one. Okay.
Cool. Let's rock and roll.
Good morning, everybody. It is the weekend. It is February 24th on this chilly day, but we're here. We're having fun. We just started. It is the one and only Coach Kevin in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, PD. That's why I love your intro, man. You pumped me up. The one, it feels like I'm in a restaurant. I'm just going to step on stage or I'm a fighter. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, a little chilly. It seems we get that cold blow coming in, and it's a little chilly. But I got to tell you, this is my first winter in Amherstburg, and it's been pretty darn good compared to Sudbury. Sorry, Sudbury.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, but I've been there 30 years, born there. But sorry, Sudbury. Amherstburg's got you beat. they got you beat.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Sorry, one thing that I've noticed definitely from comparison from here to Sudbury, anytime that there's a little bit of snow here, we'll have a snow day. I don't think there is such thing as a snow day in Sudbury. No? Like, aren't the school buses out there like tanks?
No,
don't they like drive
no.
through?
In the old days, yes. Now they've gotten spoiled. No, you get a little bit of snow. And even in Sudbury, when it's probably more than here a little bit, but no, we have snow days. They have a lot of snow days. Kids have a great time. They got more days off in winter than their summer vacation. I swear, everyone loves a snow day. And you think about that for a second. And we're gonna just talk a snow day. Okay, you got kids, right? You got a job, and all of a sudden, your whole day is bring your kids to school. Kids look after you. School looks after your kids, and then you after work, go pick up your kids and go. But I mean, on a snow day, do you call it like who looks after your kids?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got a snow day. Now, who's going to look after my little guys?
This is undisclosed. No one's ever talked about this.
Come on, I can't believe it.
Wow, I never even thought about that.
But I mean, yeah, snow days. So that means someone's going to look after the kids. You can't leave the kids by themselves at the house. So mom's got to either book off work, right? Or dad's got to book off work, or somebody's got to book off somewhere, or hire something. And that's like 1 day's notice. That's crazy.
Start your own snow day babysitting business.
You know what? There's don't get me thinking about that. Entrepreneur. So, Petey, I had a fun. I was on vacation.
Yeah, you were.
I was on vacation. I took 4 days off, and I was really trying to ponder where I'm going to go. I want to go. Maybe I was going to go to Costa Rica. And that was my whole thing. Remember, I was all about Costa Rica. The warm, the beach, the summer. It sounds all nice, and it is. But I mean, the whole thing of packing, driving down to the airport, or getting communication. The 2-hour drive here back in Costa Rica. The airport was 2 hours away, and it just seemed like such a hassle. And then I said, you know what? It's just I'm not going to travel because traveling, this time does not seem as cool as it used to be years and years ago. It's stressful, and it just stresses me out, the whole idea of traveling. And so I said, okay, I'm going to drive to Sudbury and visit all my friends, my friends in Sudbury. And then I thought, an 8-hour drive in my little car, and I had no spare tire in my car because this particular car doesn't. You got some really fancy tires. You don't get a spare, but if you get flat in the middle of Perry Sound, say, and it's snowing like crazy, what are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? So, that was Sudbury. So the trip, my vacation was in the Windsor Caesars Hotel.
Not bad.
So look, a 30-minute drive, dude. A 30-minute drive. I lived 2 years in Vegas. I love Vegas, not for the gambling. And I'll tell you, I'm not a good gambler, and I actually hate to lose money, so I'm not good at I don't like that whole thing. So I don't gamble. If I do gamble, and I put in the nickels or the quarters now. I go real cheap.
Okay.
But so here's the good and bad about the Windsor Caesar. Beautiful place. I really enjoyed. I felt like I was in Vegas again when I lived in Vegas for 2 years, just behind the MGM Grand in the towers. And I was on the casino daily, going up and down, daily. And I walk in just to hang out and go to the casinos, play a little slots, and just get a feel of that energy because the energy is really cool. You got music going, it's cool, it's light, it's beautiful, people are having fun. I really enjoyed it. And the one benefit I got to tell you about the casino in Windsor that I noticed right away was there's no kids. There was no. I'm not bad. I love kids, but I mean Vegas and kids don't mix. So when you go to a casino, what was nice about the Windsor is you got to be 19. So it's an adult hotel and adult everything. So everything's 19 years and up. The spa, everything's 19 years and up. So you don't have the kids run up and down the hallways screaming and knocking on your door. So that was nice, and the gym, the spa, awesome. It was awesome. It was a beautiful place. But the fun thing, let's get back to the casino, the gambling a little bit. So I took out Mom last night, and we went to Nero's, nice steakhouse restaurant. Okay. And I'll tell you why it was nice, especially after the fast that I'm involved in. And took out Mom, and I didn't play any slot machines. I was there like 4 days, right? So the first 3 nights I was playing the casinos and just hanging out and talking to people and having a good time and listening to that energy. And so I started playing the slots. And this girl beside me, a pretty girl, she was on the slots beside me, and she would ring, 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 and she'd win. And she was excited, everyone was excited, congratulations. So everything was a happy atmosphere, right? So that I'm going pretty much, arm to arm or button to button as far as our bets are going. And we're betting about the same, but one problem is her kept going off and winning money, and mine didn't do a thing.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Well, yeah, because it's a pretty girl. You're trying to impress. You're trying to look, good. Look like you're not a loser. That you're a winner. So you want to win something, make you look like a winner. So anyway, I lost like $100, and I know Mom's listening. Mom, sorry, I lost $100 on that particular one. But then it got competitive because then I got mad. She's like, why can't I win? So I had this whole thing going on, and I dropped $500.
Dang. Competitive.
And I didn't even get a date, so it was just, it was a double. But I had a lot of fun. Let's talk online for a second.
Yeah, sure.
This program, online radio. How do you explain it, Pete? Like online, where
it's like the radio, but you can stream it anywhere in the world at any given time.
So we're everywhere right now.
Yep, we're everywhere.
If you got our call sign, which is
CKRT, Border City Radio.
If you just cue on that or go on that, you're online listening to me and Petey on Saturday mornings, 11 o'clock, talking. The show is about a healthy talk, right, Petey? We talk about healthy stuff, but we also have a healthy talk, me and you, back and forth. And you're a little bit younger than me, and we have this little generation gap. So we have a cool mix.
Yeah.
So I love the station. I love online, and I love this whole team. I call it the A Team. The CKRT Border City Radio is put together a really nice team. Dawn is the leader of the team. Dawn Tidwell, she's running the show, and she owns the station, and she's great. You know what I mean? She's an A team player. And she's building the station. You can see now she's got some other people coming in doing what was the sports, you know.
Yep.
And they've got you, of course, which is shout out to you, bro. You're really good at this stuff.
Thank you, man.
So then I know Spencer is just, yeah,
Dr. Doobie.
yep. So good. And then we have some, I'll tell you, so online is, if you're listening online, I'm an advertiser on a pay program on this program. And I do is I solicit myself as a trainer, and we talk about health, and we have this conversation, and that's my show. We talk about health and fitness, and we talk about healthy things, but I'm also a personal trainer, and that's what I market myself as a trainer. But online, you go everywhere. So as an online radio, I think is way better than just a short little small city radio station that doesn't go very far.
Absolutely.
If they don't have the call, if they don't, no. So we're everywhere. So if you want to advertise, which I'm doing, if you want to advertise and spend very little money, and if you know the market, you know how expensive it could be, very little cost in advertising. But I'll shout out to the station, because I love the idea of me advertising an online trainer online. So that's what I really like. So if you're an advertiser, or if you're an online company, if you're an online trainer like me, you should call and get on the program. You should literally, you should make the call. What's our call number?
It is 226-759-8280.
Yeah, so you call that number and talk to Donna.
Yep.
And say I have an online company that I like the program, and I want to market my company on any company. But I think an online company would be perfect because it's online. Mm-hmm. People who listen to it are online. So if you're marketing anything, anywhere around the world, right?
Yep.
You go here and it goes everywhere. So I think I'm a marketer, but I'm old school. See, you just taught me about Streamline. I had no idea. I remember I said, what's Streamline? Remember about 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, so all you older business people, you got to get up to date with the marketing strategies of today. And you can use it so well on the Streamline, on the wild thing we call the internet. So I urge you, if you're doing any kind of online trainers, especially if you're an online trainer listening to this show, you'd be crazy not to market yourself online to the thousands of people worldwide that we reach to, right?
Exactly.
I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one.
Well, no, but I think as a marketer, and I've had businesses all my life in gyms and fitness, and I'm a marketer. I like marketing, I like advertising. But the whole concept of being able to have an audience, you know how much it cost to put ads in newspapers in the old days? You know what it cost to put ads on other stations?
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy prices. So I mean, the money is so nominal. It's a joke to me. So if it's not, don't think it's a high cost to advertise yourself online. So I urge you, again, call that station, 226-759-8280. Talk to Donna about getting your business or you online and market yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you even, no pressure, by the way, if you have any questions or you just want to, get a few things answered, you can even send an email over to ckrtbordercityradio@gmail.com. We'll be happily there to answer any questions you have regarding the matter.
As we're speaking, I'm on the site as we speak right now. And look, it has all kinds of things. You got shows, communication calendar. It's a great website. I think they did a great job. I know I'm showing up, but I think they deserve it. Donna, congratulations. You did a great job. You got a good team. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. Talked about my loss in Windsor, but had a good time. Went to the spa, took out Mom, had the steak. That was all nice, right? Now, the whole time I was doing this, I was fasting. Imagine going to Vegas and fasting. Doesn't sound like a good mix, does it?
No.
But let me tell you how it is, because you isolate yourself. You got a beautiful hotel room. The hotel rooms are beautiful. They got the tubs, they got everything. It's just, you feel like you're just on vacation automatically. You're in a hotel. So it's a beautiful hotel. It's quiet. There's no kids. Like I said, running up and down. So you can get quiet. Go to a hotel in a spa with a weight room, with a pool, with a casino, with a restaurant. That's a great vacation. And you're only 30 minutes. Well, if you're in Amherstburg, you're close. You don't have to, fly to airport A, fly to airport B. So, yeah. So that was a vacation. But it was on a 4-day fast. So let me tell you guys, we're talking about how to lose 20 pounds in 20 days, right? If you want to lose 20 pounds, or you need to lose 20 pounds, or you should lose 20 pounds, maybe at least, you really got to get serious. You've heard my shows before. We go on about all the problems with people being overweight. We talk about the abuse of sugar. So you got to go to the root before we talk about the fasting program 20. We got to go to what causes body harm. So the culprit, which I know, unless you're from Mars, you haven't heard that sugar is not good for you, right? So we all know now that sugar's not good for you. So you got to stay away from sugar. Let's talk about what sugars do in the bad side. Well, number one, weight gain. Here's number one. If you're trying to lose weight, you can't touch sugar. Sugar holds fat. Sugar secretes insulin in the body, which is a hormone that holds fat. So there's no way you can lose fat, if you got sugar coming in the body, because sugar's energy. It's in the brain, it's in your muscles, it's in your liver. Your body feeds off glycogen, right? Muscle fuel. Muscle fuel, brain fuel. So if you're trying to burn fat, you definitely have to get off the sugars. Bad things about sugar is type 2 diabetes. I hear about that one a lot. In the last 5 years, I never heard so much about diabetes. As a health professional, never heard so much about cancer. A lot of stuff. I was younger. Honest to God, when I was younger, you didn't hear people got a cancer. That was a big deal. That was a big word around town. Oh, did you hear who got cancer? Mm-hmm. Now it seems like it's like a wildfire. It seems like everyone's got things with cancer and diabetes, and it just goes on and on. Cardiovascular issues. Excessive sugar consumption can control cardiovascular problems by promoting inflammation. Sugar causes inflammation. What is inflammation? To me, it just means pain. If you get inflammation of the joints, that's called arthritis, that's painful. If you get inflammation anywhere, any nerves in the body, sciatica, that's painful. So to me, inflammation is pain. Inflammation of the arteries means heart attack.
Yep. Not fun.
No, we're not going to go there. No, heart attacks are no good. No good. Fatty liver disease. Again, the liver. Remember, your body's like any other filter. If you have a water filter that's been used and hasn't been changed in 2 years, it can be pretty gross, right? Mm-hmm. If you haven't flushed the toilet in a couple of days, it's going to be pretty gross, right? You got to filter it out. You got to filter the plumbing. Yep. You have to get in the bathroom. I said, seriously, your body builds up crap, and if you don't flush it out, it builds up and stores. It stores in the arteries, it stores in the fat stores, it stores in the brain, fatty brain, dementia. You'll hear about dementia. My father passed away of dementia last year. God bless you, Dad. 1 year ago on March 5th, my dad passed away of dementia. And that's not a disease that I wish on anybody, because it was very horrible to see the results of somebody who was so strong. He was so strong. And then the disease just weakened him and weakened him and weakened him. And now they're discovering, until he had a complication, and he passed with pneumonia complications. So I know it comes personal, it comes to dementia. And so I study dementia. That's what I do. If I find a topic which interests me, of course, in dementia, my father passed away, of course I'm going to study it. And again, stress, sugar, fatty liver disease, filters of the body overflow. I'm 62. Mm-hmm. And I know you're younger, and you picture 40 more years of toxins going in your body through just breathing, chemicals in the bathroom, or chemicals in the house, or eating toxic foods, or just all kinds of things that we do, right? We all don't eat perfect, so it all adds up. It all adds up, and that poor filter really has to work overtime. And when the filter can't work overtime and overflows, it's caused your immune system is weakened. Now, Petey, you're not feeling well. Your immune system got compromised, and you caught a little bug, right? Mm-hmm. And Petey's a trooper, by the way. He's not feeling well, and he's coming in this morning, and he's, you know how you feel when you're like just not feeling good. But he's a trooper, man. He came in to do the show, so a few days ago you were worse, but you're getting better.
Yeah, we're getting better. If you would have heard me on the air yesterday, you would have.
Did you have the nasal thing going on?
Oh, I just didn't even have a voice. Like it was something. I'm sure if there's anybody listening from yesterday who's hearing me right now, they're like, "Wow, he recovered a lot quicker than I thought he would." But yeah, I'm still feeling it, but I'm on the come up now, so that's good.
Awesome. Welcome back, brother. You're strong. Just a couple more things on sugar before we get into the fasting. Dental problems. Yeah, sugar. Well, sugar ain't good for your teeth. it rots your teeth. That's why you say you always say don't eat the candy, don't eat the candy, the candy. Well, candy is just sugar like it is in any other body. Complex carbs secretes insulin, which stores sugar in the body, glycogen, the fructose, sucrose, glucose. These are all ooses that are sugars. When you hear oos on the back of anything, it's dextrose. Stay away from it. It's just sugar. So the reason why sugar is so prevalent in today's society, it was cheap. It came in the form of rice, right? Cheap food, cheap starches. That's how sugar got into the system. It was because complex carbs and candy. Energy crashes. Remember, when you go on a high sugar, what happens is, for instance, you have coffee in the morning. You go to Tim Hortons around 7 o'clock in the morning. There's like 20 cars.
Yep.
I'm not going to wait for a cup of coffee. I don't. Here's another one. It's the same as the other we were talking about. Why do people not make coffee at home? A good coffee. I'm sure you can learn how to make a good coffee, and put it in a cup and take it to work with you. Why do they have to make that 20 car stop? What's so special about Tim Hortons coffee that you can't duplicate?
Well, I could tell you my personal reason.
Okay.
Because I don't think everyone else has the same excuse that I do.
Okay.
So I get a vanilla shot in my coffee.
Yeah.
And the vanilla syrup that they use, they have bought it out from the company that makes it. And the only other type of vanilla syrup that you can get of that company is sugar-free.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
And it's because Tim Hortons bought all of the regular sugar one. So if I had just that bottle of their syrup, I would be able to make it at home. And I would learn, and it would be great. But I tried. I even asked them if I could buy a bottle off them, and they wouldn't let me. They know.
It's funny.
Yeah.
You are funny. It's an addiction. Caffeine is an amphetamine. You know what amphetamines are? Amphetamines are speeders, right? Yep. Amphetamine is a speeder, and caffeine is on that list. So you got to honestly say we are addicted to caffeine. We are addicted to highs of sugar rushes. Our endorphin secretors sugar, right? We get sugar, we get high of sugar, right? It's a sugar rush. We get energy, we get high. And then we have to have a caffeine, and we also get a buzz. We get a high, right? Because it gives you start your day. That's why there's 20 cars at Tim Hortons.
Mm-hmm.
There's 20 cars. You're addicted to it, and it becomes an addiction. You can't function without your coffee or syrup. It's an addiction. Addictions are tough. I think we have all kinds of addictions. That's a whole new show. But I think addictions are something that, I mean, it could be addictions of just doing the same thing every day. You know what I mean? Getting up and doing the exact same thing every day. That's an addicted type of routine. It's an addiction. It's something that's in your system. So it's not just about, drugs and alcohol and things like that addiction. It's just addictions that you can't live without or don't do well with in a day is an addiction.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so. Sugar bad for cognitive function. Your brain, we talked about diseases with dementia and Alzheimer's. It says right here, when we're doing the research, research suggests that a diet high in sugar may impair cognitive function and increase the risk of neurological degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. There you go. Huge sugar intake can be linked with inflammation to the brain. Talk about inflammation to the brain. So again, we're going back to the same thing. Sugar. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now that we identified the problem, one way is sugar. Let's go how we fix it. Okay, that's what I do. That's a health online trainer. That's what I do. I work online. Right now we're doing the 20-pound loss in 20-day program that I'm doing online. So if you're interested, after you hear about the fast, we'll talk about it. You got to detox. That's a long way of saying you just got to detox. Going back to that again. So the fasting is a detox. When you go on a fast, that means no food is coming in your body. Water, you drink water, it's a water fast, so it's not a dry. I don't recommend, maybe a dry fast I think is not recommended, because the toxins do build up in your system. You can see it in your urine, you can tell you're toxic, you can see it when it comes out of your body. And so you want to keep that, that clear, more clean type of release. So water. I think the dry fast, complete dry fasts are not as healthy as the water fast. I think you need to flush that toilet.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
I think you need to flush that toilet. So I think the fasting is a good way to detox because you have nothing coming in. So the body doesn't stop. You have no food coming in. What do you think happens, Peter? Okay, you're hungry, right?
Yep.
You're hungry, but the body's not going to stop.
No, it's going to start eating itself, right?
You got it. See, you've been hanging out with me. What happens, like a fuel line in a car, if you run out of gas, The car stops. But the bodies don't stop because the energy is coming in is food, and the body is an amazing machine. Its brain, it's just an amazing creature, the human being, in the way it operates and how smart the brain is and everything. You know, let's face it, king of the beast, right? So you got to feed that brain.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to touch on something about the Alzheimer's and dementia. Did you hear about the towns that they've been building for dementia patients?
Tell me.
So they have these almost like, have you ever watched The Truman Show?
Yes.
So think of The Truman Show. It's like a little fake town.
Yeah.
And every person there in the town, let it be the clerk or the person walking down the street, everyone is a health care practitioner. You know, they're specializing in medical, and it's heavily monitored and surveillanced, and they're allowed to like roam and do whatever because the cameras can follow them and they can make sure that Mrs. Stevens is having fun in the forest over on X and Y of that part right there, and like it's not huge, but it's like a little tiny town, and yeah, there's like little parks and stuff, and there's like a little mall, and
it's like a fantasy land type of thing.
Yeah, it's like a weird little cool fantasy land thing, but since like if you and I went in there, we would be like, this is kind of odd.
Yeah.
But for them, it's like. Yeah. They're allowed to roam, and it's like they don't have to have the leashes on them 24/7. They can kind of feel like they're their own person and they're doing their own thing still.
Different world.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, back to this world.
Yeah,
that's the fantasy world. It sounds nice.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think that's like beneficial?
What, to be like that?
Like to have a town like that, you know? Like I don't know.
No, I don't think it's real. It's too made up.
Okay.
Yeah. Too made up. I think we got to stick with reality and not fantasy towns.
Fair.
The concept I understand, but I just don't think it's going to be real. Getting back to sugar, which is real, Petey.
Yes.
Here's the big one too. And when I say sugar, remember your bread, your potatoes, your starches, your rices. I don't say brown rice, better than white rice. They're all complex carbs. They say brown. The benefit is still comes down to the carbs. So what happens is the carbs come in, estrogen rises, cortisol rises. These are all bad guys. And I can't harp it on the sugar, but I mean, you guys keep doing it. That's why I'm going to tell you about a structured program that you got to follow. I'll teach you how to do it. You go on, I'll be your trainer. You either call me up. My contact is Fit Production, one word, Fit Production, yahoo.com. We'll do better than that. We don't need the Facebook. We just need that's all you need is that one email. Fit Production, one word, at yahoo.com, and I'll get you on my online program. And what I do is I text people every day. I get all my clients, and I'll tell you about one of my clients, Mike Anderson, in a second. And we talk about my 20-day pounds in 20 days, and I'm going to give you a little bit prefix of it, and so you understand it. So now we understand how the bad things harm the body. Sugar. Okay, now we know all that. Now we got to talk. How do we cleanse? How do we fast? A lot of people don't know how to fast. They go to YouTube and you listen to a YouTube video. No, you need someone like you need a coach. And you need a fasting coach. You really do, because fasting's not easy. And you need a good support system. You need a good support system to give you that strength to go, and it's got to be structured. You can't just off the way, okay, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to do that. You won't have the discipline to follow because it has no structure. And and I know whatever program and diet is out there, they all work. Because they're all calorie monitoring, they all kind of work. They all do things, but it's the structure of following all these programs, diets, and eating programs. It's all about structure. When I work out, it's about structure. When you work, it's about structure. We got to have structure in our lives, and we're just all over the place. It's like having no cops in the city. It's going to be chaos, right? Some people might say, "Oh, I might like that." So I got a program, and it's called 0123. Do you remember that?
Yep.
0123. And the reason why it's called 0123, and I'll give you a little feedback about your first day, it's a total fast. Now you got to go into detox. Now you have to your sugar stores burned off. So once your sugar's burned off in your body, glycogen, then the body goes to the next source of fuel, which is fats. It's got no more sugar, right? Okay, sugared out. Can't feel he's got no sugar coming in. I got to go somewhere else. It goes to your fat stores. It goes to your what's called ketones. Ketones is a fat cell that's used for energy. It's actually a really good source of fuel to burn is ketones. Fat fuel, actually, believe it or not, is better for your brain, better for your body, better for everything to be a fat burner than a sugar burner. So when your body's just burning sugar, like you said, you have the ups and downs, the crashes, the caffeines, the this, the that, the mood swings. This is all caused by estrogen rises and moods. You ever talk to a girl who's going through whatever cycle, it moods, because your estrogen goes high, it goes low, that controls your moods. So it's important that, to make sure you do that. So, getting back to it, nothing for the first day. The second day, you have one meal. Because once you've cleansed, once the body's out of glycogen, once the body goes into fast, you want to keep that burn going. You don't want to stop there because you went through all the first couple of just getting rid of all the sugar. Now it could take 2 or 3 days to get rid of the sugar. So once the glycogen is gone, now you get to the nitty gritty. Now you're in the fat stores. Now you're burning fat for fuel. Now you're burning what we call the visceral fat around your belly, your organs, the hips, the fat. And guys, if you got a belly, you're gonna walk a heart attack, man. Like you've got blockage, and because that's why if you have blockage in your belly, you got blockage in your arteries because that's blockage. And you guys say, oh, how do I get rid of the blockage of my arteries? Oh, doc, I'll give you some Lipitor, I'll give you some drugs, I'll give you some statins, which causes your sex drive to go down to zero. It causes your liver to work overtime. But you're on statins, and doctors say, and they do work. The statins do work, but for a period of time. And then when you come off the statins, you want to be on for life. And that's the problem with most drugs. You go on it, you got to stay on it for life because your body doesn't know it's coming from an outside source. As soon as you stop the outside source, your body gets confused. It doesn't produce anything. That's what we'll talk about hormone therapy later on about that too. So once your body's on a drug, Pete, your body's so used to getting it from the outside, like even food. We'll get back into food. Your body depends on the outside source only, and the inside source shuts down. It's a smart machine. So why should I do any of this when it's coming in automatically anyway? Food. Why should I burn fat off my belly when I'm eating all the time? You know what I mean? People say, oh, I want to lose weight and eat 3 meals a day, 5 meals a day, these small little meals. Well, when is your body ever going to be finished digesting and metabolizing that food before it can go to the fat stores? So fasting makes a lot of sense. So on the first day, 0, detox, cleanse. The 0, the first day, you have a meal. That meal is going to be just fats and proteins, right? It's going to be like a carnivore diet. And your carnivore diet is going to be fats and protein. Again, no sugars. Beef, chicken, dairy. I have no problem with that on number day 1. Day 2, I put you on protein and vegetables, but separately. We don't mix the vegetable on this particular. We don't mix the vegetables with the proteins. So the meal's got to be it's separately. If you mix, for instance, a carb, a sugar, with a fat, it says store fat. The sugar, the fat, store fat. Insulin, store fat. So once you cleanse the body, now you still want to be separate. You still want no sugar, and you want to keep the proteins, the fats, separate from the vegetables. So you get rid of all vegetable meal, you get rid of all protein meal, but not mix it on this particular one. Okay. So there's 0, 1, 2, 3. Then we get the third day, Pete, and it's protein again. Protein. Every meal has protein. Protein is the tissues of your body, man. It makes your brain, your cells, your muscles, your organs. Everything's made out of amino acids. That's protein. So you got to have protein. And I'm not saying OD on protein. That's why we have the vegetables come in. But I mean, protein is very healthy for your brain and for your bodily functions, especially for your hormones. Hormones produces testosterone, which is your hormone for strength, right? And that uses protein for fuel. So the other thing that happens is when your body burns testosterone, hormones for fuel, its fuel source is cholesterol. Isn't that kind of cool the way that works? Mm-hmm. So if you're weightlifting or building resistance on your body, you're building strength, push-ups, sit-ups, squats. It can be done at home. All my training is online training. 3 basic moves: squats, sit-ups, push-ups. That's all you need for the home line training. That'll make you strong. So you need the protein for the strength of your body. You can't be on a plant-based diet and expect to get any muscle tone or burn because the calorie content from the amino acids is just too high demanding. You've got to eat so much plants and so much to get that protein in one piece of beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So day 3 you get protein, vegetables, and then the third meal. So meal 1 is protein. Meal 1 that's 2 is vegetables, and then the third meal is protein and vegetables. Where you can now you can do the mix on the third day, right? So the 0, 1, 2, 3 is 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and then you repeat. So you do the 4 days, and I customize it. Call me, I'll train you. I just kind of went through it. Boom on the 0, 1, 2, 3. There's certain foods you should eat. Also, by the way, water.
Lots of water.
No juices, no teas. Well, here's the addiction again. But try to stay away from any fluids, especially you get the coffee, the sugar, and the sweets, and that's the addiction of coffee and sugar. But I mean, if you could just do water. Don't mess it up by putting coffee. It's 20 days. If you can't do this program in 20 days will change your life. Mm-hmm. This program can make you lose 20 pounds, and trust me, Petey, if you lose 20 pounds, it changes your attitude, it changes your confidence level, it changes the way you socialize with people. You feel so much better when you drop 20 pounds.
Yeah, I agree, and especially with the fasting, I want to say, from seeing it, like I'm sure if you could see my physique, you can tell I probably don't need to be fasting anytime soon for sure. But I do have a few friends. I've had a few family members who have done this, and I want to say out of all of the things that they've tried, this was definitely the way to go for results.
I did me and my research, and I've been doing. I'm a personal trainer. I've been doing it for 40 years. I'm also a certified nutritionist. I'm a master trainer. I've got certifications, yoga, personal training, group training, seniors training. I'm well educated, and I'm my experience of 40 years working in the fitness business training clients. I've trained thousands of clients and taught many classes and been a national athlete all my life. So I know what the heck I'm talking about, and I really I love helping people, I love training, and I got to make a living, of course, so I'm a personal trainer. But I mean, the online training program that I do, it's very inexpensive. It's $100 for the whole month. In other words, for $100, I could change your life. If you just follow the structure and let me text you every day. See, that's where the $100 comes in. What I do is I take the time and I'll text you and I'll talk to you every day. What trainer does that? What trainer talks to you every day? What trainer monitors you? How you feeling today? What's going on with you? Or talk. We could do a chat. We could do it text. A lot of people just feel comfortable with more texting. Text back and forth, no problem. Yeah. So get a hold of me, and it's so inexpensive. That works out to $3.50 a day.
Yeah, and you said, the passion is there for sure.
You sense it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very passionate with what I do, and I think that's probably why I was a good athlete. I was the strongest man in Canada. And I know you know this. But in 1988, I lifted more weights. I pulled up more weight. I bench pressed more weight, and I squatted more weight than any other man in Canada. And so that's pretty bad. But you got to have passion to be that committed to be the strongest man. You got to lift heavy every day. You've got to eat all the time perfect. You've got to grow strength every day to be the strongest. So the passion comes from my athletics. Great hockey player, love playing hockey. I was a very passionate athlete. Not so passionate in school. I was not. I think we had this conversation. I wasn't too passionate about algebra. I couldn't identify with it very much. How I'm going to use algebra in the streets. I wanted to know more about mortgages and things I could add. I could add, subtract, and divide before I was in grade 8, grade 6. By the time we had that, so I didn't need it. That's one course I didn't need it. I don't know what integers, and I don't. I'm the kind of guy I got to relate to the street. Whether it's marketing, advertising, even the radio show, everything I do, training my clients, I got to relate, and I brought you back to be real. Mm-hmm. Because it's got to come down to being real, and being overweight and having these problems of depression, anxiety, it's got to stop. It's got to stop, and it can be so simple as somebody just following my program and doing my online for $350 a day. It's crazy that you don't, and I got, I have a lot of clients, and I love my clients. But the way I work is I can take on a lot of clients because I can even do Zooms, I can do groups, I do all kinds of things. So don't think that it's too busy or we'll call. You contact me. And for $100, I'll put you on my program and I'll text you every day. I'll be in your face, literally, well, text based every day to monitor and give you that support. So that's basically the way it works. You're fasting, then you're eating controlled foods, and then you repeat the process over and over again. It's five rounds of that. So it's 4 days on the course. It's 4 days. You follow 4 days, and you repeat 4 days, you repeat 4 days, you repeat 5 times. So once you've done it 5 times, that's your 20 days. And I promise you your money back that if you don't lose a pound a day, you're cheating. You're not following Coach Kevin, because I've done this too many times, and I know. People say to me a lot of times, what about grains? You want to go? Okay. We're going to talk about in a sec. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll get right back to you to listen to music. CKLT.
Sorry, I just saw it do a thing, and I just didn't want you to keep talking, and it messed up.
Can I talk, Petey, or what?
Pardon?
I talk too much now. Boy, I can talk.
No, that's good. That's a good thing.
Make your job easy. Relax. You're not feeling good. I don't want you thinking too hard.
No, you're doing great.
So are you. Oatmeal. Yeah, I see. Let's get it in. So, any tips? Coach Petey is my coach. He's not just my friend and my working partner. He's my coach. He teaches me how to do radio. Not feeling good, as you can tell. But he's hanging, man. He's a trooper.
Yeah, we're trying.
So any tips or anything that should I slow down because I get excited? I talk fast. Should I slow down a little bit?
No, you're doing great, man.
Sure.
Yep. If I had to nitpick something, the only thing is just be careful when mentioning other company brands.
What'd I say?
Like Tim Hortons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But right. Other than that, no, you're doing great, man.
Okay, Tim was gonna call. What's our time?
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, good. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're podcasting. Petey.
We're podcasting.
The team back again. The A-team.
Back at it again.
So to give the station a good plug, you think we did good on that?
Yeah, thank you.
I can repeat it. I guess I should give my phone number. No. I don't get phone calls. We go over a lot of benefits of fasting. I can't remember. Did we talk about benefits of fasting? We just talked about fasting being good in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, we're at 50 minutes left. God, that just flew by. I could think about that steak.
And we are back.
We're back talking about fasting,
Yes.
talking about getting healthy. I like because our conversations are always fun conversations, but we're talking about the most important thing, and why I'm here, of course, is to promote health and wealth of being. That's a big one. So we're talking about fasting today, cleansing, clearing out, detoxing. Let the body liver clean. Let the body's kidneys clean. Let the brain clean. I went away for 4 days and stayed in a hotel and a spa and my vacation. You need that downtime, whether you go on vacation somewhere else, And of course, we talked about socialization with the kids, stay with a sense of humor, do all these great things. But what I did was I just got away for 4 days and just did nothing but fast and spend too much money. But I mean, I just took and I lost 7 pounds. I don't know if you even noticed, but I have a big shirt. I lost 7 pounds already, and so I'm on. That's approximately what I want to do. I want to do, about 1 pound a day. I think that makes sense, and I think it's safe to do. The thing about with the fasting, of course, is you're gonna feel a little funky at first because you're hungry. Your body said, "Hey, maybe you're coming out of that." We're coming out of that addiction type of personality we talked about. We do the exact same thing, we eat the exact same way. All of a sudden, it stops. It throws you for a loop. So your body goes a little bit of cortisol because you changed something now, but you got to make the change. See, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and not changing anything.
Yeah.
It's insane. So this is the same thing. I know you guys are so strong in so many ways, and successful businesses, your mothers and fathers, your family. You're just so strong in so many ways, and I see it happen over and over again when it comes to nutrition. This is where they tend to get, not smart. And you don't want to wait to have something happen. You go by a clinic these days, and it's full. You go by a hospital, it's full. You go by anything where there's healthcare, it's full. So I call it sick care because it's, so there's a lot of sick people.
Yeah.
And if we don't do something about it, we're going to get sicker and sicker. Our fertility rate is at all-time low for Canada. It means we're not having children. We're not doing stuff healthy anymore. We're losing, we're getting in this negative thing. So we got to get more positive. We talked about positivity, thinking positive,
Yep.
But you got to cleanse the body. So that 4-day getaway from me by doing the 0, 1, 2, 3, 20 pounds in 20 days, because I'm the kind of guy that I won't teach something unless I've done it myself. And I've done this particular fast 3 times now. And every time I've done it, I've lost. You've seen, you go to my Facebook, Coach Kevin, you'll see where I carry this big belly, and I expose myself on national internet because I showed that when I was 30 pounds overweight, I was going through a time, and then once I got my got back together again, then all of a sudden I just cleansed. I got off all the bad eating, and my thing was soda. I was a soda and a fruit drinker. Now you can get fat easily. You cannot even eat. I've done this before too. I haven't eaten and drank fruit juices, and I didn't lose an ounce because that sugar's still coming in. This is why it's crucial on my fasting program, Petey. You've got to do just water. Mm-hmm. You got to flush that toilet. That's going to be our thing now. You got to flush that toilet because you literally got to get the crap out of your body. You've got to get the toxins. You've got tumors. What do you think cancer is? Cancer is bad cells put together that cause a lump. It's called a cancer cell, right? And it multiplies, mm-hmm. right? Yep. And then it eats and so it grows off of sugar. It's proven that if you have a high sugar diet, your tumor will grow way faster. But if you fast and put the body with no sugar, you force the body to eat everything in the body, like you said, feed off the body. That includes tumors. That includes things. If you fast hard enough and deep enough and long enough, your body will just go inside deep and eat all toxins and bacteria. That's what the body feeds off of when it's hungry, when it needs to be fed. It'll feed off anything. It'll grab anything to use as fuel. So that's a good thing because you can actually, help yourself. If you got, we don't know if we got 95% blockage in our arteries. We don't know if we got tumors in our body unless we go through all these tests. And even sometimes the test doesn't check. So, number one, don't wait till you're sick. Don't get caught in sick care. Don't get caught in doctors, and don't get me going on doctors and medications and the things that I feel about the medications, the pharmaceutical. I don't want to get in, but I don't like it. Get healthy before you get sick, or don't get sick at all. You don't want to be in that sick care system. So detox the body instead of taking a drug, a pharmaceutical that'll do more harm. Then you get stuck on it. I told you earlier, My mom got stuck when she had the cancer, and then she beat cancer, and then they gave her an estrogen blocker because what you want to do is you want to block the estrogen. So that tells you something, ladies. Estrogen is not great. Estrogen can cause lots of problems. Glands get swollen, mammary glands, breast glands, uterus glands. All these things swell and cause problems with estrogen. Estrogen is the culprit when it comes to that type of cellular breakdown. So yeah. Gotta keep healthy and stay out of sick care, and do the fast. I strongly recommend that if you're toxed up and you're carrying extra weight in your belly, guys, and your ladies, your hips and thighs or whatever, and just feeling down and out, call me up. Call me up. 249-979-2596, 249-979-2956. And I'll train you online, or go to my email, fitproduction@yahoo.com. One word, fitproduction@yahoo.com. Today we're talking about fasting. We're talking about the immune system. Petey's got a cold. It seems cold season. I had a little bug going with my ear. I think bacteria and infections are this time of year we get a lot. And don't forget, we're all paranoid with the COVID thing going up. But rightfully, we're masking up, and that's good. It's good. We're not spreading. It's proven, right? Whether you have people who don't like masks, people who like masks, you wear it.
I've done my due diligence. I've already tested, and it came back negative. So
yeah, good thing, because you wouldn't be sitting here with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in here. Don't worry.
But I mean, getting back to your health and protecting yourself, that's your immune system. And when you get stressed out and you're not eating, and you're working double shifts the last couple of weeks, so you got tired and your immune system got down, and you're probably not eating perfect because you're not a perfect eater like most of us aren't. So your immune system gets compromised, and that's how you get sick. Mm-hmm. Or if you're one of these germaphobes, and everything you sometimes you get too germophobic, and you actually don't build no antibodies to your germs. So that's why then you go on antibiotics, but then you get immune to the antibiotics, and then you're stuck in that pill thing again. Think about it. Everything goes back to that stupid pill.
Yep.
Or if we could just start over, okay, you know what? I'm going to clean out. I'm going to do Kevin's fast. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to cleanse. Right, follow his fasting program, but remember it's a 0, 1, 2, 3. It's not total fasting. You get meals on the second day. You get 2 meals on the third day, and the fourth day you get 3 meals. That's your happy day.
Yeah,
that's your happy day. You're getting your no fruits, no sugars, and we repeat that program 5 times. So it's 20 days, and you lose weight right away, Peter.
Yeah, and it's only $100, and you're getting, honestly, arguably, more attention from Coach Kevin than you are from some other trainers out there. A lot of them, they're out there. You're just another source of income for them. This guy right here, he knows his stuff. He's very passionate about it, and he gets a thrill out of seeing his clients succeed. So that's his number one goal for you.
It's so funny you said that. Right now, I just had a new client hire me. His name is Michael Anderson. If you see him, Mikey, go on his website, you'll see it. He likes talking about it too. Mike Anderson works in the mining industry up north.
Okay.
Great guy. Weighed at 231 pounds. He wanted to get down to about 190, I think we discussed. So we're on the program, and I'm so happy to say that last night we talked, and he's lost 7 pounds in those 4 days. He went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So he lost 7.5 pounds. He made sure he put in the half part. 7.5 pounds in 4 days. So, Mike, if you're listening, shout out, man. That's awesome. And he just followed what I said. And I actually put Mike on his first day was 2 days of fasting, because he had a little bit of fasting experience before. So that's another thing we do is once you've had a little bit of fasting experience, we might go for 2 days. We might go for 3 days. We might go the whole week. If your body's used to it and you've kind of trained it, pyramided it so you can handle that, start out 1 day. Then a couple of weeks later, after the 20-day program, go do a 2-day fast and work your system up to fasting and get a feel for it. And then your body will be more comfortable with it, because your body's, okay, I know we've done this before. And your body actually, it's so smart. It'll pick it up really quick. So, this program, I think if you follow the program and de-cleanse and detox, it could save your life and get rid of some blockage in your arteries and blockage everywhere else. We talked about Alzheimer's. This is not just for young people, for seniors. You got to detox. Of course, we all got to clean the brain out, right, Peter? We talk about sleep, and I know you don't get enough sleep, but now you're getting like me. You're taking your naps out here.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of sleep this past week for sure.
Well, that because the body's healing, and that's my mom. My mom's got neuropathy. We were talking about this earlier. She's in pain all the time. She's in pain 24/7. It's a horrible disease too. This neuropathy. Neuropathy is pain in your feet. You feel you're burning. It's just painful. To see my mom in pain, and I can't do anything, drives me nuts.
What is that?
Neuropathy is nerve damage, nerve pain. Neuropathy is damage of the nerves. And again, the inflammation part comes in, and you see all this. Dr. Ho's got this thing when you put your feet on there, and you let she's done that. She's done everything there is to do, and without surgery, which she's got nerve damage, and it's like you can't find those small, minute nerves. So it starts with the feet, and it gets more painful. So imagine being in pain constantly at 85 years of age, just to be in pain. And her attitude is so good. I told her she came with me, and she did I tell you she won the $100 off the first slot?
That's awesome. No, you didn't tell me that.
No, okay. I'm getting back to mom for a second. The good side, his mom came up. We went for dinner for Nero's, and before we did that, we went and tried a few shots at the slots. She always plays $20, but she put in $5. Until the time she went cheap on me, went $5. She put $5 on it. I said it was a $1 pulse, but she accidentally bet 3, triple the time because they don't tell you. Plus you do the start button.
Mm-hmm.
They triple time you until you see it, and then you down time it. So you got to watch. So anyway, she had a triple bet, and then she didn't realize. She pulled it. She pushed the button. All of a sudden, bells and whistles went up for a $5 bet. She won $100.
Dang.
So that was great. That put my mom.
Should have had your mom play against that other girl.
Yeah.
She could have helped you.
I know. She could have been my wingman.
Ah.
So mom, shout out to you. You're working hard, and mom's she's doing everything, man. She's not giving up. She dresses so. You can see pictures of her. I show pictures on Facebook of her. What's going on? I'm so proud of her. How sharp she's a fashion all her life. So even though she's in her 80s, I shouldn't say 85. I think it's 83. Sorry. And I think she just dresses up like she's beautiful, and she likes feeling good. She puts makeup, and she looks, you look pictures of her, you say, oh my God, So she likes feeling good, even though she's in pain. Everywhere her back, she got back pain, she got spine pain. She's got a lot of problems in that area with her spine, and she had a fall, and she's gone through some stuff, and she's a cancer survivor, and she's tough, man. She's a soldier. So, but getting back to pain. So pain 24/7 doesn't make you a happy camper. You can't sleep. We talked about sleep. If you can't sleep, you don't heal. If you don't heal, your immune system drops down. If your immune system drops down, that's when your cortisol levels go up, and that's how you get your diabetes. And most diabetics are overweight because they have those sugar issues. So we talked about that, team. Really important to clean out your sugar. Really important to contact me. I can't get it in the whole show. When I first started doing these shows, I was worried about if I could talk, and I wanted Petey, but now Petey said, "You're good. You don't shut up. You're good."
Isn't it funny how that works? Yeah.
But I am passionate, and I do, and I want to congratulate the Garage Gym. They made their move this week, Petey. I went yesterday. The Garage Gym. They went up to Tony and Danny for their move on Murray Street downtown. Parking's fine. I looked through the windows in the gym. It looks gorgeous. They're really excited. So I'm going to start next week also doing my body forging program, personal training at the Garage Gym for all your Amherstburgians. Yep. Amherstburgians. There's Sudburyans, and now I'm Amherstburgians. So great gym, Amherstburg. Get involved in that gym. Check it out. Again, bring me. Go to the classes. Hire me as a personal trainer for my body forging program, which is a nice program just using the body. No weights, no bells, no whistles. Just it's a mix of yoga. It's a mix of I got some meditation in there. It's just lifting your body weight, holding your body weight. No bouncing, no jumping to strengthen the bones and strengthen your body. So again, hire me if you're in Amherstburg. Hire me as an online trainer. If you're not in Amherstburg and you're online, again, remember, advertisers. If you're smart, you run a business, you want to market yourself, call this number.
226-759-8280 or send an email at ckrtbordercityradio@gmail.com.
What's that email?
ckrtbordercityradio@gmail.com.
And that's for Donna, man. She's the coolest. She looks after a great station and runs a great station. So we're glad to be part of that A team.
Yes, sir.
And we got some new additions going on. And what else is happening with CKRT? I know you got a new chair. You can't see your chair. You can't see his chair.
Yeah, you can't see my chair. We got a pretty cool chair now.
Lights on it, and what's it do? It's got all those buttons. What's it all do?
Yeah, so there's speakers on the the chair, and the knobs control the volume, the bass, the treble.
Man.
And then there's a button for the lights.
And shout out to Petey. Petey brought me into this business. Through the marketing, I met Petey, and Petey, for me to talk live was I couldn't sleep for 3-4 days. Petey, I'm going to tell you, I was so nervous about coming on and doing a live show, even though I have I've been doing classes and people all my life to talk to a microphone, but you coached me through it, so I know. I want to thank you for being my coach, especially coming in on a day we're not feeling 100%. We'll have to go out and have a steak after and see if that helps us. But peoples, listeners, again, advertising is important. If you got a program, we're an online program. Make sure you call, make sure you advertise, and be smart. Online trainers, be very smart. You want to come on my show, talk, we do online talking. I'd love next week you call me as a trainer, and we'll talk training. We'll talk about our clients. We'll talk about things whatever kind of trainer you are, nutritionist, you might be a yoga instructor, you might be, in the health business period, you want to have a healthy conversation. I would love that. It'd be less time for me to talk and to listen to what's going on out there. Any questions, again, our call-in numbers are always available. Go to the website. Jeez, I'm hitting them all, aren't I?
Yep.
I'm getting good. But again, 2020, 20 pounds in 20 days, 0123. Look me up and I'll train you online. For $350 a day, it's a $100 commitment for the month. It won't even last a month because it's 20 days you'll be done. So we'll call it $100, 20 days, $5 a day.
There you go.
Good deal.
That is a good deal.
I have to sell a used cars salesman to get somebody in. That's what what I mean. You've got to do it. Don't just do it.
And you're gonna see online and on a whole bunch of different websites. I'm sure everyone and their dog has heard of lose weight quickly with this magic thing.
Yeah.
This isn't a scheme. This isn't a product or nothing. This is a method of losing weight, and it's very efficient. So there is no beating around the bush here. Like if you're trying to lose weight, it is a very, very challenging way to do by yourself, and it can be intimidating. So definitely, if you are going to try to do it, get someone like Coach Kev here to give you a hand with it, because it will work. You just got to make sure that you're doing it the right way, the healthy way. So, like I said, go hit up Coach Kevin at fitproduction@yahoo.com.
You rock, baby. You rock. This is a rock station. I love the music. That's rock. I like that. I want to rock. Thank you, Petey, man. That was great again. We'll see you next week, my man. And listeners, stay tuned. CKRT, bordercity.com. Have a good day.
Have a good one, everybody. Awesome.
I think that was good.
That was great.
Good job, man. My podcasters, peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Okay, I'm going to go do it because that was good. You guys enjoyed the show? I hope you did. Hope you did. Pardon the move.